Oh, my mic's muted. Awesome. So we're getting raided by cheaters right now. Dodorexes are banned on this server, but that's what we're getting raided with. So we're gonna see what we can do. I've never actually defended against a Dodorex, so should be interesting. We don't have much on map though. I don't know if you can even pick someone off a Dodorex, but we don't have any flyers. Um, yeah. Let's teleport over there actually. Um, Actually, we don't want to give away our location yet. They don't know we're online, so we're gonna just take our Thyla over there. Do our best to kill it. You don't know the method of taming Dodorexes on here, but hopefully they're not like so easy this guy's just gonna grab another one after we kill this one. 4.3 million health. I don't think he knows where that is, so that's pretty cool. Oh, awesome. That's actually gonna fuck us up. A lot more than I thought it would. Anyways, I don't think it has a saddle. Can't even spyglass it from here. Alright, we are gonna go get Element and we're gonna try to destroy that. We kinda have to get rid of it. That healing pad's kinda busted. Which is another thing I don't think these guys are supposed to be using. They have to be on ult counts because there's no way they're just cheating like this. Or breaking rules like this, I guess. Oh, nice. We already got an admin here. Admin support on the server is actually insane. Got here quick as fuck. Well, I guess we're gonna just go try to get any of their kits out there. Did the admin already clear it all? Or did they see we were online and then just get up and leave? Interesting. Level 290. I think that's the level of the Dodorex. I think it has to be. These guys kind of stink. We didn't have very much ammo over here. They definitely could have, like, legit raided this. I guess we'll push out more, like, foundations and shit before we get off, but I really don't want to be online for super long. Oh my god, gotta enable our auto clicker. Putting levels in on PC is so annoying. I mean, it was on console too, but... I'm gonna get a dino leash up here for the Reaper. Let's go get Element though. Guess we'll just do regular foundation and filler spam because we don't really have much else on map. I guess we'll go scout for that tribe. Maybe we'll even just pay someone else for their cords. Take care of them pretty quick. Wonder how much of this is cave damage though. Haven't tested it. I also don't know how much C4 it usually is for one of these foundations. Level 125, so maybe this actually isn't an ult account. That's definitely cave damage, so let's see. Is that pure cave damage? Because we kind of plan on having a shandy out here. That's cave damage too. Yikes. Man, that's cave damage too? Yeah, this spot might kinda actually be trash. At least that's not cave damage, but that's still a yikes, dude. If this spot didn't have like ridiculous cave damage, it wouldn't be that bad. Honestly, don't know if we want to keep building this spot then. We'll go ahead and spam pillars outside just in case. We'll run it by Brady, but we'll move everything out of this cave tonight. We don't have much in here anyways. So you can stack these. We need to put them on a spot that we can just keep clicking them. Spam all of these and we'll run the foundations down too, as far as we can. Now, what did we just do damage to? Oh, it's probably like a baby thyla or something. This is like the most toxic spam you can do, by the way, because this shit is like near impossible to even see. Unless we know it's there, of course. See, like, you're probably never gonna find that, and even if you do find it, it's just gonna be hard to destroy. stuff like that. Like spam like this, I mean, it takes them a lot less resources to destroy, but it buys you a lot more time. Because they're gonna spend hours looking for stuff like this. And then if you're playing a server that has like excessive spam rules, that's also a really good way to get around it because it takes, I mean, you don't have to spam as much and you can still delay them the same amount of time, if not longer. And if you can find dark spots like that, it blends in super well. Probably shouldn't have went as far down with that one as I did, but it'll be alright. Still don't know if we're gonna even stay here or not. Probably stay here for a minute just because we really got to get tames that can't be bred on aberration. But after we get a good stockpile, which shouldn't be long, probably move. Or we might stay here just for the PvP. And it's a nice like open playing area. Kind of want to keep people from fobbing up top, but other than that, we'll probably be fine. Like we can put like a tower, like right there. And then they can kind of destroy it from up top. But I mean, I think it'll probably be alright. We mainly just gotta worry about magmasaurs. And we could do like a tower. I don't know, we really want to keep them off of this path. So that's the main thing we want to do a tower for. So we'll probably do like a tower there. That's cave damage. Up there's probably not cave damage, so probably a tower there, there, and then up top. Probably don't have to worry about defending this side as much. Like, we'll probably do a tower there eventually. Like, this side being the main way to actually get up makes it the priority. So in like spots like down here, I don't know if it's actually gonna let us get. So you do have to connect at least 2 pillars to each other or they're gonna just despawn. But if you can manage to get like 2 pillars in here by finding like the lowest location like that, that's a really good pillar. Like that'll pretty much stop them forever from getting like a fob right here. just the odds of them finding it are slim to none. When placing spam, it's also something that you want to consider. Don't just place spam randomly. Look for like spots where you think that they would actually fob from. The spam also like doubles as rage bait. So I know I get pretty irritated looking for stuff like this. It's another pretty good spot up in there. So a lot of this spam that I'm doing right now serves to keep them off of this plateau up here. Something to keep in mind though, whenever they do locate a small pillar, they are going to know that's what they're looking for, so they're going to pay a lot more closer attention to detail. So if you can avoid having like any that are super obvious, and it'll help them look for even longer. They'll probably just assume that there's like a meshed foundation somewhere. Oh, it's pretty hard to see from back here. I mean, never mind. The top kind of pokes out a lot more than I wanted it to. Like the statue's gonna have a lot of really good spots. Oh yeah, it's actually gonna have insane spots. Yeah, no one's ever building a fob near this guy. And when you're placing these, also, if you like notice that when you place the second one to attach to it, it kind of like gives the other one away. If they destroy one, they might not think that they have to destroy a second. So even if the one is just super hidden, it will still last like 8 hours after they destroy the first one before it auto decays. So it'll still hold them off. I mean, probably the whole time. Because whenever they damage, well, they destroy one, the other one's also going to darken, which makes it even harder to locate. Waterfalls are also a really good place to hide spam. Ah, there's actually some stone foundations up here. See, something like that may not be found because like they'll come into the waterfall and then they'll be looking around. I could easily overlook that. It's like you don't really see it coming in. So it's not as good as like some of these other spots that are super hidden. But sometimes you're not gonna always be able to find a spot that's like insane. And you also want some obvious spam, so that way they spend time like blowing that shit up too. Well, I guess you don't necessarily like need obvious spam, but it doesn't hurt you either. And right here, I can kind of utilize the waterfall as well as this like underpassage. Just gotta find one that lets me connect the second one to it. And I'm surprised I can't with that one. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not picking all those up, so it doesn't matter too much. It's fine. This wall might be good, because when you're looking at it from the, like that, I feel like we can definitely do this one better. And do, no. Yeah, so you don't really see that one from like the outside point of view. Making that one pretty good. And if they go in there, they're probably gonna find it anyways. You can also usually hide shit like entirely inside of things like trees. If you can get one that doesn't say like area obstructed like these ones are. I think this one. Alright. Maybe you can't in ASA, but you definitely were able to do that in ASC. Can still utilize like the leaves if they're close to a cliff edge like that though. Yeah, pretty far from the cave now. I think we're okay on spam, but we're gonna go ahead and finish placing the rest of these pillars anyways. Do you think we're fine on spam now? Let's see if we can just get the rest of these like in or around this river. Want to keep them off the front door as long as possible. That one should auto decay. It's also why I'm not worried about picking up like some of these individual ones, is because they'll auto decay on their own. Well, that one's insane. That one should keep them away for a long time. Defenses should almost always go your way, especially if you can take into consideration stuff like this. Just making it hard for them to actually find your spam. Even though I already have one right there, I think I'm gonna hide another one in this back little corner, just in case if they miss it. And you're not relying on them missing every little pillar, but they can miss a couple and have to spend an extra 10-30 minutes looking for it. That's 10 to 30 minutes they didn't spend soaking. And the spam starts to become really good once it's also in turret range, because then they have to soak. And then after they've already soaked, they really don't want to continue to look for spam like this for hours, because their raid's already started. So they're going to be more focused on actually trying to get in. So they're probably not going to be able to push up their fob at all, which then leaves you with like full ground control and able to push back up turrets at any point, putting you in a very favorable position. So they'll still have to clear all these foundations once it's layered before even able to realize that they still can't place structures of their own. Curious to what tribe that is. Bobs are us. This cave definitely gets a lot of traffic, so it'll definitely be our PvP cave for sure. We do have to make use of it though, with the land breeders that we can't have on Ab. There's also water in this cave, which is actually the main reason we took it, so we can breed like Tusos and Bassies as well. Not worried about doing this inside the cave, because if they're at the point of like looking for stuff like this inside the cave, they already own the cave, and at that point I don't care. It's just about delaying them from getting in as long as possible. And if you have spots like this that are just very bushy, it's a huge thing to capitalize on. For both, not just spam, but also for turrets as well. Looks like our testicle stuff, like a favorable amount of ammo. Let's check our heavies. I mean our techs. Our heavies aren't gonna have a whole lot. Oh, our techs are chilling. We still have 18,000. They destroyed a tech gen, which I don't know where it was. Brady set up all the outside stuff, so... Looks like they messed up the upload timer, because... Huh, interesting. I had a bunch of stuff in there that despawned, because I wasn't really worried about it. I don't know if Brady crafted all the element down. But I brought over like 100k element, and have like no element anywhere to be found. The only downside to this cave is it just doesn't have as many spots or choke points like actually in the cave. And the outside has a large cave damage radius. See how much that brought our techs up to. 26k. See what our heavies are at. Yeah, only 1300. That's really not good. Capitalize on players only turrets more often as well. Do yourself a huge favor with that. Most people don't know how to get rid of player only turrets. My thought process for this room for being defenses is they're going to be backing up, let's say a stego with like a Rex behind it, and so they're going to be backing straight down, and so having turrets like over here on players only will shoot them straight from the side, hitting them off, and they'll try to counteract that by like pushing in from like an angle, and then these turrets hopefully will shoot them off with players only as well. We'll probably also like net this entire room to make it like even harder to rocket run with anything. Since this room's kind of our main choke point. Let's see how many turrets we have up so far. Definitely need a turret cap in here. Only at 102. It's gonna suck because back here is not gonna be a separate turret cap. Probably push the death wall. Probably can't push it back farther than this. So we'll probably line it right there. Just definitely gonna be the same turret cap as that. I think every turret in there will actually affect this turret cap. So maybe we'll forget about this room almost entirely and just rely on that one death wall. Although it's not the best idea, I mean, it's kind of what we gotta work with in here. I do think that we can definitely breed Tusos in here, though. And we can layer this off. Like, we have a different... I mean, we definitely have a decent amount of breed room. Okay. I guess the yellow supply drops in caves are kind of crazy on here. Trash, 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 trash. And all those BPs are pretty horrible. That's fucking... We're gonna drop that one. Oh, the rat shield's alright. Maybe all the elements in here. Oh, so it's 0. Well. Grab my shotgun ammo back. Kinda think we're gonna call it here, though. Gonna log out in like a little more of like a hidden spot. It's another yellow supply crate. Let's see what we get. Seems like a lot more BPs. All pretty garbage again. We can definitely get good black BBs from here, though. It's pretty huge. Maybe we won't, like, layer this out super fast. Maybe we'll grab drops for a while. Kinda wish that they would only be blue drops. I don't even really care about the flak BPs, but an infinite supply of cakes would be pretty cool. Is doing damage over there. Oh, is that to our Reaper? That is our Reaper, I think. Wonder why it's not even attacking back. And drop respawned a lot quicker than the rest of these. I don't want to see if this goes deeper at all. Like any hidden passageways. No, it doesn't look like it. Kind of disappointing that the only drop that respawned was the blue one. Wasn't even the first one we grabbed. third. I don't think I care enough about this base yet to stream logs. So, yeah, we're probably just gonna get off. Alright, have a good one, everyone.